And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go now. 60 yards.
Pick it up. Out. Shit.
Go. Fight.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
That's good for the Giants. First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10.
Check. Cross. 6-6. Pull it high. Time go. No. Off. Shoot.
Now Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
You ready? Show it up. Check nickel. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check three. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
We want it. Come to my world. Hey, alert three. Shift.
Five. Ready?
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
47. Let's go deep, tighten up.
26.
Check right 47. Watch the play.
Hey, wahoo.
The third-year back from BYU, Jamal Williams with a carry. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
25, check 25, check 25. Run. Motion. 57's the mic.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
319, 630. Hey, 88.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
We got 4.
Box it.
Mike 29.
Hey, check 26.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. They'll run it with Williams. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Williams. He will push his way down to about the 14.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the out. 47's the mic, boy. 47. Check, 47.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Next one.
Flag 47. Check flag 47.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Let's go.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check X3. 218. Chop it.
Check 9. Kill.
Hey, Alpha. Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Get it.
Throwing, Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50. Go. Chance. Wide. Get wide.
Hey, Echo.
Hey, check. Mike 50.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Now.
To throw on 3rd down. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Williams to return. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Stay inside.
Stay on.
Rodgers going to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And this will be caught at the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Jump out. Box it.
This is Grant. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check 13. Check 13. We gonna get up.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
A gain of 12.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Here I come.
50.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Slam.
Hey, check 26. Boom.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers forced out to his left. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Will Fuller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Makes the score Packers 10, Giants nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know. You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. There's a party now.
To throw again on second down. Jones. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Check, 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 check. 36, 36. And
from the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
hey, tighten down. There you go. Here, Mike. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Hey, you block over here.
47 Mike. 47.
Go. Oh,
you got deep? 47.
On third down, here's Williams. And an alley to run. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
The 36-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. 630.
47 is the Mike. 47 is the Mike.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. On the return, it's Tate. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, let's go. We own them. We own them. Bang, 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 bang. Shoot.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Kenny Clark has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up deep. Man up deep.
Get 300. Get 300.
Now a play fake. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Geronimo Allison the target there. And that'll bring up second down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I got you.
Hey, orbit.
50. Mike's 50. Oh, damn, pump. Take 4. Hey, switch gears. Go.
Looking to throw. Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Check 91. 91 is the Mike. Mike 91. I got one. Sponge. Hey, Foxtrot. Let's go.
2nd and 15. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous. Go.
Check 99. Check
Hey, high 7. 50. Mike is a 50. Get it.
Now Jones operating from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
On the return is Williams. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
46.
Check, 47. Check.
Slant.
Switch.
Back north. Kelly. Don't left Kelly. Hey, we're not going.
And that'll set them back 5.
Ricky. Check.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kareem Martin. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Mike 47. I don't think you got it, son. 47's the Mike.
Watch the slants. Inside.
Operating from the gun. Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And able to find Graham. Complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Back to the NFL scoreboard for a second. Third quarter in Indy. And the Titans dominant. They have added to their totals in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Jump out.
47's the Mike, boy. 47.
They run. It's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
And a Packer first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
47's the mic.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Back north.
Now Rodgers from the gun, he'll throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
50.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
We got double up, double up, double up, double up. Hey, Delta. 47 mic. Get up.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Look at the 8.
Check, check, 47. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Hey, check, Mike. 47.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Let's go tackle this guy. Live. Look at that.
From the gun, Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kendrick Lewis. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Bravo.
Jones now throwing on 1st down, finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's got this down to the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the shift.
Back to throw. Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. The season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes.
Lucky. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Buzz. Big grip.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dean Lowry just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And you hate to say it with a rookie. Looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure.
Hey, Mike's 50.
After the sack on 1st down, Jones, he goes full extension, and he's got it. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown.
Stand up in. Check. Fresno. Alert flare.
Two. Check. Check. Two.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Come on, baby. Let's go. At their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Here's Grant. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go. Watch the motion.
Now Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Aaron Rodgers, Davante Adams, just a deadly combination, and we see why right there.
And we've seen it develop over the years because when Davante Adams first joined the Packers, he had to earn the trust of the quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. He has it in a big way now. He'll throw it to him long, he'll throw it to him short, but he always expects a big play to result.
Adams, former 2nd-round pick out of Fresno State, plays like a 1st-round pick in the NFL. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Hey. Switch. Check 43.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
SOS.
Go.
Check. 51 to Mike.
This move. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Ready?
Looking to throw. Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. picked off near the 26. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get it.
Back to throw. Jones. And Ingram holds it in. And all the way down to the 12. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 55 yards.
That's good for the Giants. First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Go.
Looking to throw. Jones. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Here comes the ball.
It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, orbit.
Here we go, 50-50.
Jones throwing again. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
Here we go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
26.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And this one boiled down in the end, Charles, to simply too much Aaron Rodgers.
We've seen this many times before, haven't we? And I'm sure we'll see it again in the future. Extreme confidence in his abilities, extreme confidence in his teammates, never thinks a game is out of reach because his right arm can equalize anything a defense can put out there.
So for Green Bay, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage as they drop to 10-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.